Hey, you guys interested in seeing what I eat in a day? I'm going to do some protein sparing modifying fasting today on my keto journey. Check it out. Hey everybody, hope you're having an awesome day. I'm telling you, I'm having a fantastic day. I'm very honored and humbled by all of the response I got from the last week here. So I think a lot of it is because of Janet shared my my protein sparing modified ice cream recipe that came from Maria Emmerich's page. So anyway, but I've gotten a lot of new viewers, so if you're new, welcome. I really appreciate it. I'm very humbled, and thank you for joining me. So in this community has been just fantastic and wonderful. So much support, so much knowledge and learning. I'm learning stuff every day on here, so I think it's more about me learning than it is for me to show you guys anything, but hopefully you're getting something out of it. So hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you give it a thumbs up. Hopefully you subscribe down there below. You hit that little bell icon if you like it. All right. So but just welcome, and those that have been here for a long time, you really inspire me and keep me going and really keep me motivated. And this has just been a wonderful experience. So I really enjoy it. So I do want to remind everybody that I am giving away this Wes Shoemaker book. Wes Shoemaker, if you don't know, has a highfalutin low carb website where he does a lot of comparison on different people's recipes and stuff of that nature. He's got a really big following. This is his first cookbook ever. It came out August 16th. So I pre-ordered it and I got it. I like it so far. Everything in it has been pretty good. It's pretty easy to read. It's broken up into really nice segments and stuff of that nature. So really good book. So if you go back and watch last Saturday, from Saturday the 11th, the video on when I did my weigh-in, I tell you how to win it, and you go back, watch that. If you're subscribed to my channel, and you put a comment in there or followed by the hashtag that I asked you to, then you're in the drawing. And on this Saturday, which is in another couple days, after this video will come out, we'll have the drawing for that. So hopefully you'll go back and you'll subscribe and enter to win this, because this is a good book. We're going to give 2 of them out. And with the response that we have, who knows, maybe a 3rd one, I don't know. We'll see. So it's just been overwhelming. So really humble to everybody that's in the last week that has subscribed to my channel and all the comments I've gotten and everything else. So just it's been a wonderful experience. So I do want to give a shout out, because I did ask a question on Saturday's video, and I do these shout outs on pretty regularly. So last Saturday I had asked, or actually it was on the protein sparing modified one on Monday, I asked how much weight I had lost on Saturday. The only one that answered that question was Shannon. So I'm going to do a big shout out to Keto Stylin with Shannon. So go down there and check her channel out, and check her page out. Show her some love as well, so that this community, as we all grow, we all get better, we all get stronger, we all help each other. So that's a really good thing. So today, basically what we're going to do today is, I'm just doing another day of eating, but I'm doing my protein sparing modified eating today. So you're going to get to see that window of what I'm doing and how I'm doing that. I'm getting better at it. I think I've kind of figured out how to get more protein in and what I need to eat to get more protein in. So that's been a huge help for me. I will tell you now that I'm getting more of the protein in and the low or no carb foods in. I'm telling you, it's a lot of food to hit your protein. So it's like, see, you go through today and see what I ate. It's a lot of food. I had to laugh because I was watching Harry when in Loving It on Keto with Harry and Wendy, and I was watching him, and Harry mentioned that he was making his lunch, and he had mentioned how much food it was, and because he's doing the same thing, and how much food it was and how hard it was to eat it. And it truly is. If you're eating close to 0 carb, really lean meats, and you got to eat a lot of it to hit your protein, it's a lot of food. So it's interesting. So I went from a point where I was felt like I was kind of not eating very much, to now I think I'm overeating, right? So I don't feel So we'll see how that works out when I do my weigh-in on this Friday. So hopefully you'll hang out and see that on Friday when it comes out. So so I'm going to go through that. I'm going to do that. I don't think it's anything interesting, but if you're interested in doing a protein sparing modifying fast, you're going to see how I went through it and a couple of things that I ate today. Hopefully it's helpful to you. You know, there's some just suggestions, because I know Bitsy Keto had made suggestions when I did the first day of eating, doing the protein sparing modify, and she's the one that kind of really helped me get back into what I need to do. So so I really appreciate that help and guidance, and like I said, learning so that I understand it better, and then, you know, I can pass that information back on to you guys as well. So you know, so I really appreciate it. So hopefully you hang out, hopefully you like the video, hopefully you'll give it a thumbs up, hopefully you subscribe and hit the little bell icon, and we'll talk to you in the next segments.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I'm gonna do another protein sparing modified day of eating. So see what I eat on my day doing that. So rather than my regular keto day, nothing real exciting, but thought I'd just show it to you. Go through it. It is now 5:22 a.m. So nice and early. So I'm going to start with my coffee. So that's what I'm going to be working on. My collagen. I'm going to put in 2 scoops today. So today is a no dairy day, so I don't put dairy in my coffee. I'm not putting any ghee, no MTC oils, so trying to keep the fats to a minimum and trying to keep the proteins high. So getting better at it, I think. So I'll find out. Nothing exciting about the coffee, but that coffee's going. We'll go get. I'm gonna get my breakfast. This is my breakfast. It's gonna be 2 hard-boiled eggs. I'm gonna shell them and I'm gonna take the yolks out. So I'm not gonna eat the yolks. I just eat the egg whites. There's one. There's two. Alright, I need a napkin or something. Alright, so that's my breakfast. Get that? 2 egg whites. And my coffee. And that's it. Pretty simple. So we'll come back in a minute and I'll show you what I'm going to get for lunch and bring to work with me. Alright, it's lunchtime. Or, well, at least preparing my lunch. Not really lunchtime, but at least time for to fix it to go to work. So I'll tell you one thing about the protein sparing modified fast is it's got me preparing a little bit ahead of time for meals, just because I'm trying to hit my protein, and to do that I've been kind of planning a little bit better and looking at stuff, trying to keep my fats low, my protein highs, which is really weird for me because, you know, I've been doing keto so long, it's hard. But so what I got today is, this is some ground pork that we cooked this weekend. It's lean ground pork, so I'm going to take that and eat that. It's about 10.5 ounces. I weighed it out yesterday, so I know how much it was. It's 10.5 ounces, so I'm going to have that. And then I'm going to have let me see, put this up here a little bit better. So I'm going to have these egg life. And I'm going to have 2 of them. So egg life, in case you want to know it, are nothing more than just egg whites. They're egg white wraps. So I'm going to see if I can pop this thing open. So again, I get these at my local store here. I get them at Sprouts. I got these ones at Sprouts, but Ralph's or Kruger's has them as well. So that's what they look like. They're wraps. I take 2 of them. 0 carbs, 0 fat, 10 grams of protein in them. So 2 of them. And I'm going to make wraps out of the lean pork. That's all I'm going to have for lunch. So I'm going to put these in a bag. So in the bag. So that's lunch. So I'll heat this up in the pork up when I get to work. At lunchtime at work, I should say. I'll put them in the wraps. Maybe I'll even bring 3 wraps. Maybe I'll do that. I will tell you, so normally I would never eat nowhere near as much, but it's got me, because I'm trying to hit my protein, it's got me eating a lot more meat. So instead of eating, you know, 4 or 5 or 6 ounces, now I'm eating 10 ounces, 12 ounces. So I know the chicken that I had the other day was 12 ounces, so I can get my proteins in. And we'll see on Friday what that does for my weight, but that's all there is to it. Pretty simple lunches. So we'll see you later, and I'll let you know how full I was. So, alright, I'm going to show you what I'm going to have for my dinner today. I'm going to go out for my walk here shortly, but I want to make my dinner because I'm going to go meet my wife. She's working a little late today, so we're going to go meet and have dinner together. So what I'm going to bring is I'm actually going to make a salad. So you think protein sparing modified fast, you say, oh, salad, what do you, that's not what I would think. At least it's not what I was thinking, at least not. And then I started looking at the macros and stuff, and I can make it work, right? So I'm going to use spinach. I'm just going to grab a couple handfuls. I'm going to say this is about 2 cups of spinach. So that's going to be my veggies for the day. It's a really, I would say what you call a really basic salad. But then I got shrimp. My wife cooked a bunch of shrimp the other day. So we got a bunch of shrimp to do that. I'm getting pretty good at peeling these things, so. And then I break them up. These are a couple of colossal ones. And I just fold them down a little bit. You know, you pinch the tail just a little bit and grab it and pull it, and the whole thing comes off like that, right? So I don't know if you knew that or not. So now we eat shrimp probably, I'm going to say once or twice. She'll cook it 1 day a week, and we'll have enough for 2 or 3 different meals. She'll cook it a couple different ways, and so I love shrimp. Of course, my hands get all smelly and everything from it, but it's really really basic dinner. So when we get done here and I get home afterwards, we'll go through my macros. I will tell you that I believe I loaded everything in there. I got to double check it, and we'll go through how I did for the day, and that kind of stuff as well. Whoops, I don't want to throw that in there. I'll throw a shrimp in there. So this is all I'm going to put in my salad. Oh yeah, then I'll put some of this. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of this Caesar salad dressing in it. This Primal Kitchen. This is like you get at Costco. It's actually good to get 2 of them, and they're pretty cheap compared to what you get them in the store for. I think the 2 of them cost just about the same as what you pay for them at Sprouts for the whole thing. So, so I'm probably going to end the video. Well, I shouldn't. I'm not going to end. I'm going to end this segment here. I'll finish making my lunch. You don't need to see me peel these shrimp. I'm going to peel about a dozen of them, get a dozen of them off of here. This one's not cooperating with me, so and again, like I said, we'll come back later. We'll review them, review what I ate for a day. I'm kind of hoping, because hold on a second, let me because what I'm really hoping is that I have enough macros left in my meal plan. I'm going to double check it. And I'm going to take one of these little puppies out. Again, if I look this is that protein sparing modified ice cream that I made. So on my protein sparing modified day, this is going to be my dessert. Right now, that's my plan. I looked at the macros and they will fit into what I'm having today. So hopefully I don't need anything else between now and the end of the day, because this will be it. This will take me right to the maximum of my macros as far as my fat goes. So, all right. So that's the plan. I'll let you know when I report out whether it changed that. All right. We'll see you in the next segment.
All right, everybody, it's the end of the day. I thought I'd just kind of go through the macros and how I did today eating. Try to go through it pretty quickly. So remember, I had my coffee. All I had in my coffee was I actually had some collagen peptides in it. I actually had 2 servings of that in there. Then for lunch, I had some lean pork, 10 ounces of lean pork, 10.5 ounces. I'm going to tell you, you don't think that's a lot of food. I'll tell you, it's a lot of food. I was extremely full, and I was still full when I ate dinner tonight. So then I actually had some mushrooms with it, a third of a cup of mushrooms with it, just to give it some flavoring and some taste. Then I had some Egg Life wraps. And hey, if I give you a shout out in the next video, if you could tell me how many Egg Life wraps did I end up taking to work with me today? Because I know I started out one number and I ended up with a different number. So if you can go back and look at that and say, hey, you had X number of egg wraps, I'll give you a shout out for the next video, right? So you're paying attention. So as well. So I had the egg wraps with them as well. And then I had for dinner tonight, I had shrimp on my salad, and I used that Primal Kitchen avocado dressing, Caesar avocado dressing. So that's what I had for dinner. So believe it or not, the macros on the dressing, I had 2 tablespoons. And that's where most of my fat came for the day. I was really, really good on my fats. And I knew that intentionally because I'm going to tell you one thing about protein sparing modified fast is it makes me plan out more of what I'm going to eat to make sure I'm hitting my macros and not going over and stuff of that nature. I'm not eating the fats. I'm not eating the carbs. I'm hitting my proteins, right? So, and then I'm going to have this for dessert. So, and this is just some of the protein sparing modified ice cream. So that's going to be my dessert. So when we get done here, I'm going to finish that, right? So with all that said, and what it was so my carbs ended up being 8 for the day, and that included the ice cream. 8 carbs for the day, right? My calories was 1,007, so I did 1,007. So that's pretty good. It's about where I wanted to be. My fats were 32, so I was over my fats by 2. I'm not going to worry about it or fret about it too much, right? So it's pretty good. 32 for the whole day is pretty good for me anyway. So I suppose if I had 1 teaspoon of that dressing, then instead of 14, it would only be half of that. So it would have been 7. I would have been fine, but it's okay. And then the protein was 161. So I'm getting where I need to be on my protein, getting closer to being where I wanted to be under. Now, I will tell you it's interesting because it says, according to her calendar, the leaner you get and the closer to your goal you get, the more protein intake you should be taking, which I thought was kind of interesting. So I guess they're figuring you have more muscle mass that you need to compensate for. So interesting experiment, right? So a couple more weeks on this until the 30th. So another 2.5 weeks for me to go anyway. I'm shooting this on Wednesday. I'm going to put it out on Thursday, so you can kind of see how I go through it. So. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or comment in the comments down below. What do you think of that? Would you like to see more of these protein sparing modified days, or would you rather see more just regular keto days? Would you just rather see me go back and do some of the cooking or something else? Let me know in the comments what you think. How am I doing? Again, just trying to be real, to kind of say, this is something that I would probably do every once in a while if I had an issue where I was gaining weight. So if when I got 5 more pounds to go, if I hit my goal and I go into maintenance mode, I may do this again, like right after Christmas or something, but maybe I'll only do it 2 days a week versus 3 days a week. It's pretty strict. It's pretty hard. I don't know why it's hard. It's different, right? So whenever you do something different, when you're first trying to do it, it's difficult to change. So it is difficult because you have to think differently, right? So no fatty meats, lean meats. And I'm a ribeye steak person, and now I got to eat sirloin steak, right? So you got to kind of it's kind of that stuff, right? So, but anyway, with that said, I didn't eat any protein sparing modified bread today at all. So you can survive without making the bread, believe it or not. So you can do it. And you just kind of have to watch it. You see that I did eat vegetables. I ate the spinach, so you can eat roughage. Yesterday or Monday, I ate broccoli, so you can eat vegetables on it. So you just need to plan them out. They're a little different in what they are. So you really got to think about the macros and kind of look at the macros of what you're eating and really do it. To me, anyway, I've been doing it a couple days ahead of time, and I've been making a list of things that fit my macros and how they go. So that when I say, hey, on Friday, when I do this on Friday, I can kind of go to that menu and say, I could do this, I could do that, and I can do that. I can make a sandwich with the protein-sparing modified bread, and I got some turkey lunch meat, and how many slices of turkey lunch meat should I use, and just different things. But I'm really trying to up my upper protein. I will say that when I go back to normal, I may think about upping my protein up a little bit anyway. And I think doing total carbs, I've kind of done that a little bit artificially, just because you're not eating a lot of the fibers and the sugar alcohol. So therefore, it just because I do total carbs, and it kind of forces you into eating a more of a whole meals and whole foods and stuff of that nature, rather than prepackaged stuff and sweets and stuff. So anyway, enough said. I'm talking way too much. I'm rambling on. Hey, you guys are awesome. You're great. You're wonderful. Be good to each other. Be kind to each other. Remember to smile. Say hi to people. It's tough times. We all need helping hands. We all need to help each other to survive. So let's do that, and let's make this world a better place.